like this kind of low tone, so to speak. Let me pull this. Come closer. Come closer. So I'm telling y'all this because come closer again. I'm gonna show the cards here. You probably won't see my desk, but this is gonna be one of those high priestess energy. The thumbnail is my new photo, and so y'all missed it. I was glammed up 2 days ago, but you're gonna be in this energy of knowing your next, knowing your now, and knowing what's to come. And then other people are going to be watching and waiting. That's what I wanted to call this. They are watching and waiting. They know something is coming to you. And so, how you going to hate from outside the club? You can't even get in. Lego. I got freedom and wealth in reverse. And so people want you in bondage. I'm seeing a W-2 in my head. Envy, freedom, wealth, and envy are in reverse. Because even though they envy you, it ain't working. The envy that's sending that dark energy to you is not working. So I ain't the one, boo. I ain't the one, boo. And so you might be in this space of finally calming down your nervous system and accepting the fact that finally calming down and accepting the fact that you're going to win no matter what, and to stop allowing that energy in. Hi, air fryer. And so doing a live reading here. So I said, let me go on here and give some love to my channel, people on YouTube. Okay, we finna do weird shit. Let me block you. So y'all in this season, this is even significant too. People popping up saying weird shit to you, trying to act like you crazy, but it's really them. And so you're gonna get a lot of gaslighting in this season. They're gonna show up in front of you and try to act like I have 18 viewers. Yeah, but you ain't supposed to be here. Exactly. Air fryer and your brain is fried. So y'all gonna have to learn how to let me see. High user on this channel. They really don't make it easy for you to get rid of folks. So in this season, y'all come in and like the live. I see 12 people, 0 likes. If y'all want this message, like this live, tap into this energy, and make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all subscribe. I want to get this late night reading in after midnight. We headed into this next full moon energy, so it's going to be a full moon in what's opposite. Full moon in Sagittarius. The full moon, thank you for liking the live. The full moon in Sagittarius, and the next new moon will be a full moon. The next new moon will be in Gemini. So whatever zodiac season it is, that's the new moon. So if it's Gemini season, it'll be a Gemini new moon. The opposite sign will be the full moon, way across the calendar, 6 months away. That's sister sign on the other side of the world. That's what gets the full moon. So for people who didn't understand that before, that's why it's weird. Like, why would we have a full moon in Scorpio? The previous full moon at the beginning of the month was in Scorpio, because it's Taurus season and Scorpio is the sister sign. So the full moon is the sister sign, the new moon is the current sign. Okay, so it's very significant for a lot of people with these moons coming up. So we're already at least 3 days out from with it being Thursday, Friday. Yeah, we're getting into this full moon energy. So this full moon is going to be in Sagittarius, and so a lot of firepower and energy around that coming out. So somebody very significant, you could be coming out of a season of feeling like you've been lost and feeling like this full moon that's gonna come up in Sagittarius is going to be like that firepower. This is the year of the fire horse. So it's going to be that energy that makes you feel like I'm finally taking off. I'm finally doing great things. So by June 1st, you're going to be looking at some heightened energy, like out of nowhere something just came in, but it's been on its way. Hi, little bear. Welcome to the live. So all of a sudden, help just popped out. Help is already on the way, and when it finally shows up, it's gonna be right after this full moon energy in Sagittarius. It's gonna be like fast. It's giving that horsepower. You're the fire horse, and this is a fire sign for this full moon. It's significant that 3 of them happened in May. So May was like this huge month where you shift twin flame energy, more firepower. So love will be coming in quick. Help 143 wealth. November 21st, MD, love him. So any divine feminines out there saying love him, don't reject him. So some of y'all probably been single for so long you think everything is set up or you don't trust nobody. You're like, who sent you? I swear that's me. Y'all come in and like the live. I see 7 people and 2 likes. Thank y'all for liking the live and make sure y'all subscribe. I see Bird Brain. So like I said, some people gonna be trying to gaslight you. You could be going on luxury trips to Morocco. Joy. Lots of joy and happiness. And then I'm pulling some tarot, y'all. I'm just channeling this, the Taurus moon. So the Taurus new moon that we just had was significant. Somebody could have had something significant happen to them around the middle of the month that'll resonate with you with what good things are about to come up. It's gonna all be tied together, and you're gonna be like, well, this has been underway for a while. When it finally unfolds itself, you're gonna be like, wow, this didn't just happen. It was happening all along, and I didn't know what it was. You're not going to recognize what it is, but it's already been unfolding. It's like you watching something new and you don't recognize what this new thing is until it's finally complete. So it's like somebody setting up a stage for an outdoor performance on the street or something at a local park. And you're watching them build this thing, but you don't know what they're building. And then it's gonna all make sense when you drive by one day and everybody's out there listening to a concert. Oh, they were building a stage. Okay, there was gonna be a concert, a free concert at the park or performance. It's like, so this concert didn't just come out of nowhere. They had been building this stage for the past 3 days. So 3 days could be significant for somebody, and the stage is being set. That's the message. The stage is being set. I'm seeing they didn't know what you were about to do. You didn't know what you were about to do. Somebody's opportunity is just gonna come up on them. Make sure y'all subscribe and like the live. Somebody's opportunity is just gonna come up on them so fast. They gonna be like, they hid that from us. They're hiding things, and you like, shit, I didn't even know it was about to happen. So that's significant. It's like it been spirit kept it a secret from you too, because you probably got a big mouth, or you go back and tell all the people you were supposed to cut off your next plans. You're constantly telling your enemies your plans, and you don't know you telling your enemy because you keep accepting people who got certain familial titles in your life and treating them like everybody. You don't. There's scripture that says that be with like kind. And just because you have the same blood or you're born to somebody don't mean that they have your best interest. And you choose to be naive and just keep going back to people that hurt you. It's a choice. It's a choice. Every time they hurt you, you got a choice to stay gone. So every time you got to go back, you got a choice to go back and allow them to continue to do what they've always proven to do to you. And so it's a choice until you go break this cycle, heal yourself, go get some therapy, you know, work on yourself, do some shadow work. You're going to keep going back to people that constantly hurt you, and you're going to keep having a hard time in life because they're always going to be wishing bad on you and your plans. That's why you don't always see your plans happen. So you got to be careful about this. So I feel like the first part of this reading is very karmic, about the karmic people you need to cut off in your life. And Spirit is saying that needed to happen before we get to the good part. So the good part's going to come when you've done that. And I'm going to wait and make sure you don't go back to them. You're going to have your waiting period. And it might be short. And the waiting period could look like, are you going to call them? Are you going to get rid of all the stuff they gave you? Are you going to block some people on your phone and on social media and continue to do what I called you to do and not worry about who looking at you? Just block them. And don't worry about them calling you about when you block them, right? Don't worry about them calling you. I just saw like a jump or a glitch. And it's like, that's them trying to get back in and having a door slammed in their face or hitting the wall. Can't get back through to you. They can't get through to you in this season. So it's like, I'm going to give you some great things. I don't want them to have it. You don't hear the conversations that people are having about you behind your back. No human being walking this earth has 100% people around them that absolutely love them. You're delusional if you think that. There are some people hanging around you simply just to wait for you to come up so they can ride your coattails. It could be your mama, it could be your sister, your brother, your child, your ex, the person you're currently with. It could be your alleged best friend. I heard a story about a best friend that wished for her friend to be homeless. She had a baby and a husband and everything, lost everything, and had to go stay with her best friend. One day she admitted to her. She said, I don't know why my life just keep falling apart. She keep letting her back in her energy and in her life. She just flat out admitted to her. I prayed for your downfall. I prayed you would never make it. I prayed every time you lost something, I prayed for it to leave. And I'm gonna sit here in your face and tell you, she had a choice at that moment. Do I trust her? Do I trust that this is my time to exit? Like I need to leave this person alone. Some of y'all have been betrayed by a person in your family or so-called best friend over and over again. You don't have strong enough boundaries in your life and you don't love yourself enough to actually just let them finally go. Let them go. Let them the fuck go. Because if you were a parent and you watching somebody, it's like you can get a promotion at work, but you keep hanging around the employees that don't follow, the best practices at work. And so while you're doing a great job, your associations are what's costing you. So the manager's watching you over a 30-day period because your work is superior. But over the 30 days, now they're watching everything else about you to make sure you're the right fit. So they're watching to make sure that not only did you do the job you're there to be paid for, but what are your other habits before we put you in a position where you got to be trusted? Can we trust you? The work speaks for itself, but can we trust you in this position with this amount of power? Or are you going to go squander your power and use it on the people who don't act right because you don't know how to cut people off or have healthy boundaries? So it's no different. The spirit realm has all these things that you've seen in your mind, and it's going to come to you when you're ready for them. You don't give a child a steak. You don't give a child a steak. They don't have teeth. Babies don't have teeth. You don't give them a steak. And it's just very clear that somebody really needs to get the message. And some people have gotten the message. And the rest of this is going to be for the people who get the message. Some of you, this is where I'll leave you. You know you still stuck in that cycle of, I can't, that's my family. And you're going to keep showing up to get mistreated. You deserve that. Saying, okay, here I am. Y'all ain't got nothing but mistreatment for me, but I'm going to show up anyway and accept it. It's called being a family. No, that's called toxic. And that's no boundaries, no self-love, and gaslighting yourself. They don't even, 2 week cutoff. I saw that attitude. You got to have an attitude of gratitude. And guess what? If you get up every day grateful, STL, my hometown, it has to cut everybody off, y'all. Some of y'all are like that. You got to cut them off. You got to block them. Some people you don't block. Maybe you just don't answer the call. You know it's not going to lead to anything good. You damned if you do, damned if you don't. So that means if you answer the phone and let them sit in your energy, it ain't gonna never be enough. Everybody gonna gang up on you. You need to raise your kids like this. You didn't even raise your own damn kids. How you gonna tell me how to raise mine? And then they could be like, what is this problem you have with me? I don't have a problem with you. You have a problem with me. My son been there for 3 years. You don't even interact with him. You interact with everybody else's kids. They will always try to make it seem like you the problem. They will always try to make it seem like you're the problem. Devil in reverse. You know you're not the problem. And people gonna gaslight you and you gonna have to be tough because every time they gonna try to get back in your energy. And we finna get into why they want to get into your energy and what you got coming. And you gotta understand, you first gotta be a little tough. Do you want this life or do you want to be around them? You get to choose. Do you want to be happy and get all the things you prayed for, or do you want to be miserable being kicked around by the same people? Because I'm not strong enough to let go. Who cuts off their mother? Who cuts off their sister? Who cuts off their father? Who cuts off people that hurt them? People with self-love and healthy boundaries. Y'all heard, make sure y'all subscribe and like the live. People with self-love and healthy boundaries. I saw thunder in reverse. So the storms that they tried to wish on you and have you out in the cold are about to reverse, Uno reverse on that ass and go back to them, because you are not to be played with. You were called to do something. If you're at the precipice of you just taking that leap of faith and walking into your bright new future, why would you drag all these demons with you? Why can't you just finally let go? I know it's hard. I had to do it. I can't believe I've been on here talking for 16 minutes, y'all. Autumn. This autumn is going to be significant if you just let go now. Let go before if you're seeing this before June 1st, let go now. Don't take them into Gemini June with you, okay? This is about duality right now. Gemini season. You got to see the pros and the cons, the positive, the negative, the light and the dark. You got to explore what if the butterfly effect is what I'm getting. I'm looking at a butterfly right now on my desk, on my altar. You got to be willing to let some things go to get what you want. You got too much negativity sitting in your energy. You're going to have to get to a point where you've cleared it out in order to get what's coming. So somebody is sitting in the seat where your soul tribe belongs. You got a whole group of people. I'm seeing at least 3 people, 3 to 5 people, and 7 in some cases. That's gonna be significant. 3, 5, and 7. You got a bunch of eyeballs sitting in your energy, sucking up your energy. Y'all come in, like, and subscribe. Eyeballs sucking up your energy. But you are taking a long wolf's journey with the Page of Wands, the Ace of Cups. It's because you decided to leave with that Page of Wands, you wasn't sure what was coming, but you were willing to do it anyway. And that's the Sagittarius energy coming out, that Page of Wands. I'm going to just take a chance. My willpower is strong. You're going to be blessed for it. And this Nine of Swords is coming up because somebody wanted you in this energy. They think you left and you sad now without them, when actually the saddest part of your life is being around people and feeling alone, feeling misused, feeling mistreated. Page of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles right behind it. So Page of Pentacles. And because of that leap of faith, that's like the baby fool, you're going to be rewarded. You're going to be rewarded. You have to stay the course and don't listen to naysayers. This is the Ace of Pentacles behind it. You will get the money that goes with the leap of faith. It's like you are financially backed as long as you stay the course. Another page. We got 3 pages. The Page of Swords. And this ain't even about being in your feelings. It's about being in your bag, being about that action and knowing. Being, doing, having, and knowing. Right? You say, I want some things. I know some things, so I'm willing to do some things. Hi, Mortimer. Welcome to the live. 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords energy. You're going to have to move forward and not tell them shit. You can't tell them a damn thing. Because why? When this abundance overflows, that is going underneath the Page of Cups. When that abundance overflows and comes into your life, baby, you can't tell these people. People like stealing, and they don't do it outright, walk up to you and take your stuff. What people will do is try to get you to let them back in your life, back in your energy. Thank you. Back in your life, back in your energy, and have you in your feelings. But you at a point where you was the 9 of Swords crying, but now you went from that to the Queen of Cups. It's like you bossed up and controlled your emotions so that you can sustain whatever long-term wealth and whatever's coming into you. So under the Page of Pentacles, this bright new beginning is going to put you in a position to where, right? Put you in a position where you're the lender, not the borrower. And it's going to put you around people who receive from you graciously, not people who take from you and act like you owed it to them and you don't owe them nothing. I just saw 4 when I was talking about that. The Hanged One is next to go under the Ace of Pentacles. Because you decided to go a different way and do things your own way, the divine is like, I'm going to bless you and I'm going to give you this. So you don't get money in a conventional way. It's like you get money in a spiritually divine way. I ordered my glasses online. Um, I'm from like Zlul or Vooglam, one of them. They are prescription. All my glasses are prescription. And so this Five of Cups energy is behind this Page of Wands and this Page of Swords. You took a leap of faith, not even really knowing the full picture. You might have moved to another city. You might, no problem, you might have moved to another city and people, and then you found your way. So you became the Page of Swords. Like, I did something, now I see how it's going to work out. I'm understanding how this is all going to work out. That's why the other page came in, because that's when you tapped into your knowing. You did something, and I said, I'll figure it out later. Is that kind of thing. That's how I moved to Atlanta, y'all. And this Five of Cups energy, they thought you were being stupid when you thought being a page made you foolish, taking a leap without having everything planned out. You don't know what you're doing. You're doing something, you don't know what you're doing. These are pages, young energy, underdeveloped energy, or just a lot of unknowns, right? Or doing something new. But it's not that certainty of a queen, right? When you're doing it in a page energy, they thought you was going to show up here and be on the Five of Cups. But they don't realize this Five of Cups, she's facing the city she left behind across that bridge, and the 3 cups that were spilled, the betrayals, the third party situations. She's about to turn around and pick up those 2 cups who are upright. She's taking a moment to mourn what she's left behind, her old identity, her old self, everything in masculine and feminine. Take it however you want. If it resonates, right? So she's taking a moment to mourn what she left behind. It's showing you she had to cross an emotional bridge to leave that city, and she finally was able to physically do it. And then this just mourning, pouring out a little something for the homies, but you finna turn around and be Gucci, okay? So take it however it resonate, because everybody thought you was finna be sad. No, Booski, not over here. But you thought, I always recover. And guess what? Now that I cut y'all off, I recovered 10 times faster. And it's better. It's even better. So it's like Divine said, you took that leap of faith, not knowing. You had to have some blind faith to go move to another city and stay in a hotel for 2 weeks and figure it out. That's what I did. I took a leap of faith. July 1st, 2025. I took a leap of faith. It wasn't like my move to Dallas. I was still working at corporate. I had 6 figures in my 401k. I had my BMW. I had all the things. I had secured my apartment. Had my same work from home job. Even secured another part-time job and got 50% off my rent. While I was doing it, I was winning financially. It was sick. This move was not like that. This was the real move on faith. But that was the move. This is the move where I'm just gonna do something. I hope this shit work out. That move was like, I know what I'm doing. it was a different kind of move. But it worked out either way. I got used to being away from my hometown. And so I was willing to move again. And I knew I couldn't stay there after I experienced better treatment from people. It's gonna be better where you're going. And so that's why we got the Ace of Cups and the Seven of Swords. You are going to be emotionally fulfilled, and here's how. And the Seven of Swords is keep it to yourself. Confirmation, it fell on the floor, y'all. Hold up. It fell on the floor. I said instead of staying up at night, it fell on the floor and it came up in reverse. That's that you can't tell nobody because they going to try to knock it out your hand. They're going to try to knock it out of your spirit. They don't want you to be happy. They don't want you to be happy. And so these people that you left behind are always trying to scare you about doing something new. I moved here and a cousin told me not to go back to school. I'm working on my MBA now. Why? Why would you tell me I don't have any small children? I don't have any other responsibilities really like that. Why wouldn't you want me to get my master's degree? What is people's real reason behind not wanting you to do stuff? Are they really trying to protect you and keep you safe? Yeah, I'm 44 years old. There's 4 on there right now. 4 people watching and 4 likes. Make sure y'all like the live and subscribe. Listen, I'm gonna have more consistent messages coming through. A lot of shorts coming up too. Some people ain't trying to keep you safe. They just trying to make sure you don't make it past them in life. They need to be the successful one in the family. Thank you so much, Mortimer. They need to be the successful one in the family. They need to be the successful one in the friend group. And they don't want you making it past them. And they don't want you having friends and being happy. And as soon as you get a friend, what they say something negative about it. You don't know these people. You can't trust them people. Yeah, I have a 24-year-old son and a 16-year-old son. I am 44. But when you are a light worker, your energy's light, your spirit is light, you don't have all the harsh lines and stuff. Life don't be lifing with you like that. People put you through, they'll take you through there. But we don't look like what we've been through. I don't look like what I've been through. Thought I was 27. A lot of people think I'm like, it was 29. Now it's 27. No makeup. No filters. This is my face. And I did my skincare routine last night. I'm pretty proud. So I'm telling you, I am telling you, I'm not going. The bad singing is free on this channel. The Chariot coming behind the Nine of Swords where she's sitting in bed crying with her hand on her face. But she's in such a beautiful bed with the roses on there. Let me show this to you again. This is about an ending. So this is spiritual, mental, and communication. Nines are in endings, and swords are everything dealing with the throat chakra on up to the third eye and the crown. What you see, speak, hear, know, right? Not what you do, but them roses, her being on the bed of roses, it's like go ahead and cry and release them. It's like you had the 5 of Cups moment, go ahead and cry and release the old life. Thank you. And the Queen of Cups, you're going to master these emotions when you get up out this bed in the morning. You're going to be all right. Going to cry it out. Going to release that energy. Release them people. Release that old life. Release the version of yourself that you got to forgive yourself for letting people use you. Not having self-love and not having boundaries. Because that lets you know that you got some spiritual work to do. Why don't I believe that I'm worthy of this? Why don't I believe I'm worthy of good relationships? You might have just been born into some toxicity. Thank you so much for liking the live. You might have been born into toxicity and thought that was normal. And you realize you got around other people and start living life a little bit more. That was toxic environment that I came up in. Let me learn how to heal myself. I want better. Let me figure it out. Let me go talk to ChatGPT. Let me get some sessions with Shawnee. With the high priestess, right? So y'all know all my stuff is always in the description if y'all want to just book a session with me, right? Okay. And right now I'm doing 33 for 30 minutes. Or if it's a full tarot reading, 110 for an hour. But that's just mentorship consultation, 33 for 30 minutes. Other than that, it's a 1 hour reading for 1 hour reading for 110. I be talking to ChatGPT. ChatGPT told me to break up with old boy. We've been broke up for a month. I've been talking to ChatGPT since St. Patrick's Day about him. And it was like, do you want us to give you the verbiage? It's like that friend, like, girl, you want me to help you come pack your stuff? ChatGPT been on me so bad. Like, you need to break up with him. It sounds like he's not emotionally accountable. Sounds like he's not a good partner. They's just going in when I said what happened that day. It was like, damn, y'all really don't like him. Like, based on what you said, here are a few, like, would you like us to give you some verbiage to help you cut things off in a very quiet and diplomatic way? You want us to help you see? Every time I said something about him and what happened, they always, do you want us to give you some language to break up with him? Like, damn, Chet. They is that friend that's gonna make sure you get about that toxic shit. He's like, no, you're not gonna keep doing this on my watch. ChatGPT, like, you have so much going for yourself. You have a great business. You need a better relationship. I finally broke up with him. It's been over a month. Telling you, you gotta go talk to somebody. You can't afford to book a session with somebody. You better go do what you can. It's a lot of resources out here. The Chariot came in behind that Nine of Swords, crying and letting it go, right? Good on you. And then Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is you master your emotions, and now you ready to get your ass up out that bed and get moving. I'm the master of my destiny. And it's, of course, you crying, you're emotional, you in your head, but you managed it. You overcame it. Chariot is Cancer, the sign of Cancer, and it's about relationships, releasing those relationships to the point where you cried at first, then you bossed up, and then you got on with your life. You was crying at first. It didn't look too good. And I guess we going right down the deck in order. Baby, we finna end this one on a good note. The Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups. Another nine. We got a bunch of pages, a bunch of new beginnings. The way you think, what you doing, how that money coming in. A lot of pages. A lot of doing it your own way. A lot of moving on. Just money people can't deny, a lot of celebration energy. And I say this why you gotta leave these people alone. You gonna cry, they gonna talk about your ass, you gonna be all right, you just gotta let go. We got two aces, we got 3 pages. So the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Emotionally, you're going to be fine. Financially, you're going to be fine. One day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be like, who Easter at who house? I'm not going. I'm not going to the sponsored by ChatGPT. I wish they would send me a check. Um, this Nine of Cups energy is coming right behind this Ace of Pentacles. No, this Page of Pentacles. That money, the seed money to start a new beginning. You're gonna have enough. The Page of Pentacles says, I'm gonna have enough. I'm not gonna be the Queen of Pentacles. I'm not gonna be rich doing this. I'm not even the Nine of Pentacles. Like, I got a good job or a business that's paying me enough to live every month. The Page of Pentacles, like, I might need to rent a room, but I can do it on my own. I'm sustained. I have what I need. It's the humble beginnings, but you ain't relying on nobody. So you gotta respect where you are. But then you go into the Six of Pentacles. When we go down this lineage, you go into your Six of Pentacles where you might have had humble beginnings moving to Atlanta, Shanitra. That's how I tell myself. But if at some point, y'all, you're going to be in a position where you're the lender, not the borrower. You came with a dream. You came with a hope and a dream, right? It's like this how you starting off. Let me give it a shot. Let me see if it works. And then you move into this. You done bossed up a little bit. You giving back to charities. You helping out in the community. It ain't just you being able to do a little something for yourself. It's like you did all right. You might have a little G-Wagon we don't know about. Okay? You might add it. And then you move on into this Nine of Cups energy. That's what's in this sequence about your money, about your glow up, boo. This is your glow up. She in a position where she can go sit somewhere. She at a charity event or a function or a sneakers ball or something like that. And she's in a position where she can do whatever she wants for herself. Because when you get the Nine of Pentacles or the Nine of Cups, it's like, boo, you can treat yourself. Not only are you going to be able to give back, but you're going to be treating yourself good, and it's going to be emotionally fulfilling. Like, you're going to be so into yourself at a different level to where you thought you would never get there. But guess what? This is all separate celebration. The Three of Cups, the Chariot, the Nine of Cups. And look, the Empress energy comes up. The Empress knows how to receive. People gonna think you got a sugar daddy if you're a divine feminine. And if you in Atlanta, you a man, you might have a sugar daddy too. You might. That's your business. So the Empress is like, I ain't worried about nothing. I ain't worried about nothing. Because look what happened. This is like the end of the story where it all worked out. I got you. You doing it your own way. And look how you sitting pretty. Just follow your dreams. Follow your path and the money will follow. And that's why I have the Goddess Guild and my Goddess Currency Blueprint course to teach women how to step into their Empress energy and receive instead of chasing. Because money and currency and everything is modeled behind our energy. If you're a woman, everything on this planet is mimicking your energy, but you're told it's outside of you, it's within you. The world is moving like you. You told you got to get with the program. The program needs to get around you. You're putting the energy out on this planet to keep it going. From a creative womb space, we touch everything and we multiply it and we make it better. We grow it. We incubate it. We nurture it. We love on it. And so that's why a man that finds a wife finds a good thing. You got divine favor and connection. Confirmation, Bert. I'm telling y'all, you might have had some humble beginnings. You might have started off of crying a little bit, but you're going to be celebrating and sitting pretty after a while. You're going to find it in you to just boss up. It's going to, they know. They know this is coming. I'm going to pull an angel number for you. And this wasn't even a love reading at all. Did nothing about love come out. You understand? Because first, we got to, so I'm not even going to pull from my Confessions of a Soulmate deck. I'm going to do angel numbers and I'm going to do a time card, right? To give you a time frame. But we already saw autumn come out in the index cards, right? It's sitting pretty. Just learn how to receive. I made everything in my space pretty. I have to be successful. I like expensive things. That's what that says. I have to be, and it looks like a nice little Disney princess type deal. Then I have my stuff in the background, you know. That picture at the top reminds me of like ancient Egypt or ancient Kemet. Then my butterflies, right? For creation. Just some things that matter to me, right? Self-love is the only love. It's the only true love. I could say I love you, but baby, that's to an extent. Even 333 came out. Even me loving 3 and 222 is behind it. And 1212. And then a bunch of nines. And we had all them nines. We're going to take these 3. Lessons learned. We're going to take all 4 of these. Oh, shit. 777 was behind it. 7777. Perseverance. So we're going to take these top 3. I'm going to read them to y'all. That's what came out. 333, support, expansion, inspiration, confidence, connection, purpose, mastery, focus inward now. Perfect the skills you have, uncover new talents, and unleash your creativity. Embrace your inner artist. Expressing yourself will enhance your self-esteem and solidify your purpose. Your unique abilities can have a positive impact on your community, right? Them 3 of Cups, right? And the giving back. The giving back, the 6 of Pentacles. You're going to be giving back to the community. And so it's like the Hanged One. You got to go your own way. The 5 of Cups, you got to cross that bridge no matter how emotional it is and get to where you at. Mourn the old life for a minute, but get your ass up and get moving. Cry if you will with the 9 of Swords, but you're going to have to get up a minute. And you're going to have to get to the point where you're in the 7 of Swords where I know to shut up because they going to hate. They going to hate. They going to take my dream, do witchcraft, and speak against it with gossip is witchcraft. Words are witchcraft. You don't always have to do something physical. What you think and what you say can be mental. Spiritual is mental. Spiritual witchcraft or spoken witchcraft, like people speaking down over your dreams and defaming your name or ruining your reputation and opportunities. It'll plant a seed with somebody that don't know you and try to talk you out of an opportunity. So they're trying to ruin your life with their words. Don't sit around people who gossip about other people because you next. You around gossipers who do witchcraft against other people. You next. They ain't no loyalty amongst these. 222 alignment. My course Align will help you get there. It's my one-on-one coaching. Harmony, authenticity, relationships, growth, balance, choices, devotion, trust. How do you move forward towards your true calling? Simply follow what brings you joy. Your passion and enthusiasm will be your guiding light. If something sparks your interest, follow it. These paths will lead you closer to discovering your life's purpose. So all of this is right in alignment with this. Alignment is in alignment with this reading. 12-12 persistence. Okay. Enthusiasm, gratitude, fulfillment, transformation, new experiences. A wonderful opportunity aligned with your life's purpose is approaching. When it arises, take immediate action. So something coming in, and I said this while at the beginning of this, when I channeled the message, you gotta cut these people off. You got something coming, and just like you might get a promotion at work and they watch you for the next 30 days, to see if everything else is in alignment with the quality of work you do, and they find out you hanging around some bad people, nah, they gonna see you're not the right one for that opportunity. So somebody who might not do as good of a job as you might get the promotion because they are more balanced than you, because they have better associations. You're not the one to get the promotion because of who you hang around. People will block you every time. The wrong people in your life will block you. The right people will elevate you, right? You got to know the difference. Your life's purpose is approaching. When it arises, take immediate action to embrace it. Additionally, a loving partnership or an epic romance may be on the horizon. Maintain your persistence and welcome the positive transformations coming your way. Even at the club, a guy see you around, or at dinner, a guy see a woman. A lot of men have said they see women. I'm also a certified relationship coach and a certified herbalist, but I'm a spiritual worker. I'm a light worker. I will say this, and I do focus on relationships from the aspect you need to get the inner relationship with the divine connections together before you can go out here in the world. You can't connect with people and you disconnect it within yourself. Make it make sense. And like you said earlier, Mortimer, self-love is important. It is the key to having any type of relationship outside of yourself. You can't get this first one right, the main one, you don't have a foundation, everything else is coming through sand. You building other relationships on sand, and you see people divorced 3 times because everything was built on sand, and then you find out why. They have never gotten a solid foundation within themselves. They've built houses on sand, and everybody thinking, oh, so and so love me. Them relationships or an inch deep and a mile wide. Like, this person will do 50 million things for them, but if you call on them in the midnight hour, them motherfuckers not answer the phone. He's like, I was asleep. You looked at it and ignored it. I watch you ignore other people's calls, so when I know I needed something in the middle of the night, I know exactly what it looked like when you ignore somebody's call and act like you was asleep. Because if you was really asleep and interested in talking to that person, if you had the opportunity, guess what you do when you go scrolling through your phone in the morning? You call them back first thing, right? Nope. You don't, because you didn't want to help them. You didn't want to know what was going on. You didn't want to know nothing. So you don't call them back. So you watch people's routines and habits. And like I said, you sitting around them people gossiping. You get to see it for a reason. You're going to be next on the shopping block, boo. 9999. Okay? Don't sit in mixed company. Don't sit in mixed company. Lessons learned. I not learned mine the hard way. Culmination, results, benefits, reflection, completion, achievement, growth, gratitude. Reflect on your achievements and the journey that led you there. Confirmation. This is also a good reflecting time, y'all, before this new energy really comes in June. June is, this summer finna be lit. Baby, I got my outfits ready in the closet. I do act like I'm 27 when it's time to get in these streets. So reflect on your achievements. Shani know how to have a good time. Reflect on your achievements and the journey that led you there. This reminder encourages you to stay optimistic and keep striving toward your goals. Keep your momentum. Support the powers of heaven. You've accomplished great things. Now embrace the reward you've earned. And so that's where this 3 of Cups come in, the Chariot, the 9 of Cups. Your friends are celebrating you. You making boss moves with the Chariot, the 9 of Cups. You learning, like, you getting Reiki healing. You going to all these different specialized healers in the Congo and down in the jungle and the rainforest, and getting your whole spiritual alignment back together. Like, you doing all these things that are so spiritually deep and soulful, resets and detoxes, and going to sit with the monks over in China in the hills, and you just having these deep spiritual experiences and going to the mountains, and you're really connecting with the earth and the spirit realm at a different level. Stuff people can't afford to do that you can afford to do now. You really out here in the world experiencing it, the best parts of it, right? You going for meditation at the Grand Canyon and connecting with the ancient Kemetic ancestors. You doing some, like, for real. For real, for real. And so I'm going to pull from my Time Oracle cards. You can get these on my TikTok shop. I know this on YouTube, but it's Coach Shani on TikTok. Okay, yeah. Let's see. What are we looking at for time? what's significant about time in this reading. I'm getting the time is now in my head. And I'm telling you, this full moon is coming at the end of the month for Sagittarius. Ooh, this card flipped over like this. It stopped me. It flips over. Morning in the sunrise. It's giving me a new day, like now. Your new life starts in the morning. Whenever you're seeing this, and you've let go of the karmic cycles and the karmic people and the karmic this, and you've mourned the past, this is for the people who did the work. It starts now. So rest assured, the joy cometh in the morning. And I say rising, I almost want to scratch it out and say in the rising. It's my cards, I could do that, and I probably will. And it's looking like love just around the corner, just a few weeks after that. So I'm telling y'all, in the morning, wherever you see it, it's coming in the morning. These connections and celebrations. This reading was all about you. It's about you taking a leap of faith, scared, unsure, don't have all the pieces together. It was about you. It ain't about you connecting with a man, a woman, a dog, a cat. This reading is about you connecting with you, trusting yourself, trusting the divine, and going within and making these moves so that things can show up in the 3D. It's a simple puzzle. If you understand the big picture, then the things that come to you in pieces will make sense. If I learn this, let me put this over here. If I learn this, let me put that over there. And pretty soon, when all those pieces come together, so go ahead and mourn the life you had. I see the Wheel of Fortune here. Mourn the life you had. Go on and cry. But cross that bridge, no matter how emotional it is. Things are turning in your favor. It said the morning, the rising, in the rising. So let me pull my other index cards real quick. Because these are like good, bad. This house is cleansed. I'm getting like this house is cleansed. So you've done the work. You're ready to move forward. And there's nothing to really stop you. I do want to pull from this love deck. Like, let's take a sneak peek. Is there a message for your divine counterpart out there to help you keep moving forward on this journey for off in the future? This is for off in the future when y'all cross paths. What are they thinking right now? You know how in the Marvel movies, I can't wait for another Marvel movie to come out this summer. I need to go look and see what's due. I love Marvel, Transformers. I'm not so much as a DC girl, but I go see them because you gotta go watch what's out, right? I love sci-fi. I'm just not a Star Wars girl like that. It just seemed complicated and boring. But I will not miss a Marvel movie. I will not miss a Transformer movie. I'm such a sci-fi girl. I was like, they're just speaking to us about who we are. So I really connect with them. That's why. And so, especially, I like X-Men. So that is the side of DC. I will go watch X-Men. I watch all of those. It's given, you know how they will show you the trailer at the end. Everybody be sitting in the theater waiting on that one part. Everybody be like, it's 20 minutes. Ain't no trailer preview for the next movie came. And then as soon as you get ready to walk out, here it come. Here it come. So you be like looking online and asking everybody, is there a sneak preview at the end of the movie in the credits? So we can know whether or not we need to stay. Here's your sneak preview. Confirmation. So whatever come out of these cards, this is not your love reading, but it's a sneak preview into this for anybody who stayed. We 49 minutes in. Most people drop off in 3 seconds. For anybody who stayed, you getting a sneak preview into your love life. You saw how your life finna boss up, right? You had to make a move. You had to cut people off. Your life done bossed up. What's coming for you in love? Just a sneak preview. Like, it couldn't go back in. And guess what it says? Love. It says love. Sexy too, right? I want to make love to you in a way you have never experienced before. I long for intimacy with you in every possible way. This is 18 over, y'all. But not be no kids on here watching no tarot, no way. every possible way. I want us to know each other more deeply than anyone has ever before. Your touch and your voice have truly healed me. It could be somebody you've touched before, like you. It might be metaphorically. Maybe they watch you online. Like somebody might be watching me online, type stuff. Maybe they've seen you post on social media and they love the sound of your voice. They feel connected to you and they just can't help but to watch you. I had a person I had dated last year call me this year and say I'm the first thing that pop up for them on YouTube on my other channel. I'm like, please stop thinking about me because I do not be thinking about you. At all. I wouldn't have said that. YouTube, give him somebody else to look at. Because I'm secret love. And I loved that song when I was little. I had no business singing that song in the 80s. Coach Shawnee. Coach Shawnee everywhere on social media, Facebook, TikTok, and my YouTube account. My main one is Coach Shawnee. High Priestess 1111 is where I do my tarot. I do tarot on TikTok sometimes when I go live. But I typically don't post tarot readings like that. This is only tarot over here. So Coach COACHSHONI, Coach Shawnee. So you'll see this background. This is my tarot background. If I'm about to do tarot, I'm right here. You see that and that. I set up my room like this. If you see me on the other channel, you're going to see that in the background. You see? Main point. You're going to see that banner and you're going to see them flowers in my background over there on most of my videos. So when I'm sitting at my desk versus when I'm sitting at my card table where I got my altar. So I did that to keep things separate because I have 2 separate channels. So thank you. And all my little girly bedding, my little sequins and my satin. I'm a girly girl. So I will say this, I do more intuitive messages over there. I don't do no tarot over there. I just use my natural gift over there. And I also speak on series as a relationship coach and a women's coach primarily to help women heal and reconnect their relationship with themselves. So, child, my phone's about to go dead and I'm snooper. It just went dark on me. 4%. We is playing Russian roulette in these streets. So, thanks for anybody who stayed this long. Thank you, Mortimer, for supporting the live and showing up and sticking through it for this message. I hope it resonates, especially the part about the come up. It's come up season. Because we ain't supposed to suffer forever, baby. I ain't about no long suffering shit. I done suffered my whole fucking life. It's been 44 years. Okay, let's see if I got you. I'm showing up more. I had to work through those things personally and cut family off and not answer the phone. I don't feel good when I talk to them. They don't accept me, and it's always a problem. And even if they want me to be a certain way, I'm never enough for them. So I had to cut things off that don't serve me. I'm coaching people to do it, and I ain't did it. It's hard to cut family off, and I can coach people on that because I understand how hard it is. Yes, they drain you. It was hard for me to get out that relationship. It was 6 months. I felt drained. I wasn't even showing up and doing tarot over here. If you look back from October to April, I was barely on here. Before that, I was posting. There would be spurts where we wasn't talking that much, and I would post. And so be careful who you're around. It slowed me down and drained me so much I wasn't showing up. People were looking for me on TikTok, telling me they miss me. I wasn't even going nowhere. That is fucking scary because it's like you get sucked into some dark web somewhere. It's like somebody cast a love. I think he was casting love spells on me. Divine will allow it because I'm going to break it. I ain't going to stay down too long. Right? I feel like I would hear chanting when I was falling asleep. I would hear chanting, and it wasn't prayer because we pray together. It was chanting and something when I was falling asleep. And I warn people about people who do